Okay, let's take a look at number 4, which says find the equation of the circle shown. Write the equation in standard form. Well, we know our standard form is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared is equal to r squared. So we need to know the center and we need to know the radius. We could find a diameter, and it looks like the furthest point that we go out is this point here, -7, -2. So -7, -2. And then the furthest we go out over here, it looks like it's this point. So 3, 2, -2. And so we have those 2 points. We could have chose the top point and the bottom point as well. So the top point looks like it's -2, 3, and the bottom point looks like it's -2, -7. So we could have used those points. It doesn't matter. But we want to find 2 points that are the end points of the diameter. So let's start with -2, 7, and 3, 2. Find the midpoint. We average the x values. We average the y values. And we end up with -2, 2. So plug in -2 and -2. So now we just need to find the radius. Well, if this is the center and we have these 2 endpoints, then let's see, the center would be -2, -2. Eli, quit crying. Good boy. So then we could count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the radius is 5. Or you could do the distance formula, which is the Pythagorean theorem, and you would get 5. And so 5 squared is 25. So this would be the equation of the circle. Okay. Number 4. It says draw a circle with center -1, -3. So 1, 2, 3. So here's the center. And it has a radius of 3. Well, good thing the computer did this because I am awful at drawing circles. But what I would do is I would go up 3 and draw a point, go to the left 3, draw a point, down 3, and to the right 3, and then connect those dots. Okay? And so these 4 dots, it's easy to find the radius because you're just counting the squares. But you can't go diagonally because this length is longer than this length or this length. And so you have to go up, down, left, and right. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Now on to number 5. It says find the point in the first quadrant where the line y is equal to 3x intersects a circle of radius 5 centered at the origin. So if we think about this, we have a picture. We have a circle that's centered at the origin and has a radius of 5. So we're going to go up 5, to the left 5, down 5, and to the right 5. And we're going to have this circle, something like that. And then we have a line y is equal to 3x. So it's going to be fairly steep. The y-intercept is 0, but we have a slope of 3. So to the right 1 and up 3, right 1 and up 3, or to the left 1 and down 3, to the left 1 and down 3. So it's going to look like this. And it wants to know the point in the first quadrant where these 2 intersect. So we want to know this point. Okay, so that's what it's asking. Well, the plan is to find the equation of the circle, and then we know y is equal to 3x, so we could plug 3x into the equation of the circle. Well, we have the equation of a circle. We know our center, which is h and k, is at 0, 0, so we plug in 0 and 0. And then we know our radius is 5, so 5 squared is 25. So we can simplify that a little bit. X minus 0 is just x squared. Y minus 0 is just y and then squared is equal to 25. So that's the equation of the circle. Since we want to know where the line y is equal to 3x intersects the circle, then we can replace y with 3x since y is equal to 3x. In the circle, x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. So there's our circle. We know y is equal to 3x. So we replace y with 3x. Well, 3x squared, 3x times 3x is 9x squared, plus another x squared is 10x squared is equal to 25. So divide by 10, take the square root. And so x would either be a positive or negative square root of 2.5. And since we want the point in the first quadrant, we want our x value to be positive. The negative one would come over this way and we'd find that point, but we want the positive. So we're going to come over here to this, the positive x value. Okay, so now we need to find the y value because the problem asks for the point. So we need an x and a y value. So y we know is 3 times x, but x is a positive 2.5, or square root of 2.5, so 3 times the square root of 2.5. And if you type that in your calculator, you'll get 1.58 and 4.74. And that makes sense for this point. Okay, so let's go on and take a look at the next video.